he's standing too close. You can SPD him through it, and that's it's not a great jump right there.
Nice jumping by
good.
Juggernuts. Juggernuts starting with the pressure early. Ooh, this is a different.
It's weird that headbutt didn't hit. It's very weird that the headbutt didn't hit.
Great throw by Princess.
Fong isn't that bad anymore. False. Fong is still very bad. The thing about that is that Fong doesn't have. If his opponent just blocks, he doesn't really get anything. He can get a throw, but he has to fish for counter hits because if they're just blocking, all he's getting is throws. It's not enough. Good lariat.
Perfectly timed lariat too.
Yeah.
Pretty even matchup.
Yeah, I love that from the Princess is that they're on point with punishing with light punch, spinning mixer. It is just always very well spaced. It's very beautiful.
The Juggernuts has full on both bars.
I mean, no more whirlwind shots, right? Like from a certain range. It could be,
of course.
It could be bad news. I like that. That was well spaced. Very well spaced. 10 more seconds. Might not be enough for Juggernuts to come back, and that'll do it. Just needed that one touch. Extended medium kick is a good button.
Really good button.
So not surprised, especially in this matchup. So not surprised.
Is there anyone that has a bad medium kick button?
Oh yeah. There's a couple.
I feel like a lot of people in this roster have a really good medium kick button.
Abigail, for example, that stand medium kick. What's that about? I think it's like 20 frames crouching medium kick. It's got a range, don't get me wrong. But just like, I don't think you can say they're objectively good. Gotta block it.
Great blocks.
But yeah, this matchup got worse. You're talking about how does this matchup go? It got worse after the patch specifically because of that V trigger, right? It's no longer strictly a projectile. Geef could just disrespect it in a lot of ways, and now he kind of has to hold it like everybody else.
Yeah.
Headbutt, expecting a neutral jump. Very cheeky.
Great throw.
The disrespect on the crouching light punch, I like it.
Now Princess is in winners.
Oof. Tries to chase down, gets nothing.
So close. How you doing, HD?
That should do it. Good stuff. Alright, 1-0. Trying to make things interesting. I think we're going to have a very long grand finals.
I think so. Calling it.
I mean, regardless of who wins this first set. I mean, even if Princess wins, we're gonna go full 90. Yeah, it's gonna go long.
Wow.
Just because the way that Rashid needs to play this is that they need to back off. They need to be at that range that the Princess is standing, which is really outside of Geef's stand hard punch. That's where you can get away with whirlwind shots. Anywhere any closer, then it can be bad. Not quite close enough for that to hit full hits.
Good pressure by Princess.
Tries to shimmy, gets nothing. Uh-oh, free jumps. Let's go. Just gotta block.
Has to respect it.
And that's what a lot of people do. They just walk forward into it and block. What I want to see from Juggernuts.
It seems like it goes away pretty fast too.
Yeah, Princess knows. Don't fear the flex. Just jab it out. Just chain jab it. Chain yo jabs.
How many hits does the flex have? Just one? If you hit it twice, like the jab will work. To like stop him from flexing.
I'm sorry, what was that?
How many hits of armor does like the flex have?
It depends. If he what just happened? If he just holds it and lets the flex go, oh, it's over. The Princess just has to not mess up. It's over. We're done. We're done here. Just gotta run away.
Yo,
We're gonna see a lot of that.
Time out. It's so crazy too, because Princess plays a pressure style, but somehow matches last so long.
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would actually say that the Princess plays a very strong neutral with punishing style. That keep away is very pestering, and it is very good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Very reliable when there's a good connection, I'll say that. But strong. Oof.
Nice crush counter.
Hold that.
Good throw by Princess. What's the follow up? EX. Okay.
Gotta jab it out on block like that. See, that's lariat does not hit at that range.
Yeah, that was a little risky.
Running away now. Ooh, no, that's not the mashed out one. You gotta mash. You gotta do a chain jab for that to work. Goes for the meaty.
Oh,
this is on, man. This is on both ends.
Good follow up by Princess.
Then tried to V trigger into the other V trigger, which.
This is one way for beat in order to take the win. Joe must be V triggered.
That's. Trust me. When that's the other thing, right? Is that Geefs all know that actually the best way to play Zangief is to slow play the neutral. Like, the runaway Geef is hard to catch. His crouching jab is really goddamn good. Free jumps, we got stuns.
Got stun. What's the setup?
It's max damage. That shit. No, he dropped his combo.
Oh, can Princess make a comeback?
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, got the cross up.
See,
nice throw escape.
It's actually funny to me because the Princess asked earlier, Juggernuts never lariats. Why doesn't he lariat it for anti-air? That is why. And it is very unreliable as an anti-air. His hurt box extends out before the hitbox in a really big way, especially directly over top of his head, and it has 9 frames startup, which is not great for anti-airs in this game, especially when he has. I would argue that his crouching hard punch, which has just as much startup frames, has a much better anti-air hitbox. It's like way higher. His hurt box is far more separated from the hitbox. It's just better in general. So if he's going to go with an anti-air that's not light punch, standing light punch, because that's so reliable, I would recommend it be crouching hard punch. It leaves him closer. That almost worked. I can't believe that almost worked. He's a little bit off, but hey, who cares? He's counting. Nope, we got backdashes for that.
Oh, God. Whipped entirely. Yeah, great blocks.
Great blocks. Yeah, he didn't expect to cross up there. He expected that jump in to land in front. Tough stuff for the Princess. Good lariat. He did not mean to jazz hands just there. No way would the Princess be waking up with a standing medium kick. That's just not what happens.
So this question, how did Itabashi seem to always hit his standing high kick cancel SPD every time? Was it just reads or what?
That's I don't know what normal they're trying to say. Yo, get scoop. Don't matter though. It was game over by that point.
Is it standing high kick?
I mean, you can't cancel into SPD, so I don't know what he's talking about. Geef doesn't have roundhouse, so that's a link. It's not a cancel, but roundhouse into SPD. I mean, he's +2 on a hit, so unless you're talking about air SPD, which is actually called Borscht Dynamite, and that's only EX. It's hard to say. But also,
great pressure.
I mean, that could link into critical art if he's close enough, but it's the stand hard kick into SPD is just. It's basically, if he's close enough, it's the same situation as if like you just got hit with an SPD and he dashes up. He's +2. He's right in your face. He's in range of SPD, but he could also like catch you trying to jump.
This is a close match. Oh, cancels in the V trigger. Let's see what Princess backs off. Smart.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about that is that even whirlwind shot, even though it is a projectile, and you would expect, wow, that's brave. You'd expect Zangief to try to. Oh, dude, that's like the one situation you can't do that. You got to hit crouching medium punch with a double one after activation. It's killing me. Because the reason why that didn't work, that would have worked if that was the first activation from Juggernuts into double V-trigger. But unfortunately, he was already activated, so Zangief gains more frame advantage on that block. Anyway.
Juggernaut's fighting for his tournament life here. That medium punch button is a really good button for Rashid. Great throw. Oh, with oh my goodness. Yo, can we talk about Princess's backdashes? They're on.
Yeah, that was very. Well, that's the thing when you face against Zangief. That's cheeky reset. Every Geef gets it. I love it. I started doing that more, and it is always very surprising how often that works.
I mean,
this is a tough situation for Juggernuts to come back from.
No meter too.
Oh wow, that was almost a punish. That was almost incredible. It doesn't matter because the Princess is taking it tonight, winning another our Street Fighter Weekly Dumpster Fire, and that wraps it up because Princess coming from winner's side. Good stuff, Juggernuts.
Yeah, convincingly take it.
I would say maybe try and like grind out that matchup. That's a tough one, especially when your opponent wants to run away like that. That's the way that, and that was actually really well played from the Princess. Is that they were always outside when they did that whirlwind shot activation. Always outside of range to be picked up from Geef's V trigger, which a lot of Geefs will think like their reaction is just to hit that V trigger, but the whirlwind shot doesn't extend the hurt box any further forward, so it's not as if you can grab it like other fireballs. He's got to stay back and far away. But anyway, good stuff to the Princess. Hopefully we can see you again sometime shortly. I'm actually going to throw it. It is just in time to catch the West Coast tournament. But before we hop over there, that will do it for us at the R Street Fighter Weekly Dumpster Fire. I'm Joe Monday. With me tonight was Be Heard. Where can people find you?
Twitter, Twitch, twitch.tv/PrinceBeHeard2. Twitter is _PrinceHeardII. I'm always trying to learn, get better at Street Fighter, and yeah, I kind of work with Amazon, so if you want to get Geef's Gym book, a great book by a guy named Joe Monday. I don't know if you guys heard of him or something like that.
Sounds like an asshole. That sounds like an asshole's name.
Could be. I work at Amazon, so if you want to buy it from my link. That'll help me and help Joe at the same time. 2 for 1. Yeah, that's where you guys can find me. I'm always friendly. Follow me. Talk to me.
All right, folks, and that will do it for us tonight. I'm Joe Monday, and we will be back every Monday night. That's every Monday night, same time, same place. We will be back again next week. But right now, we've still got the West Coast tournament. So we're going to hop over to Yoshoki's stream here in just a minute. So hold on to your butts, folks, for a little bit more Street Fighter action for tonight. But that'll do it for us on the East Coast. Take care, folks. Have a good night.
Peace.